Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's demo, we're going to see a self-service report built in SAP Analytics Cloud. So let me start the demo. Okay, we have a model called Best Juice. I've already prepared this model. We have prepared this model with sample data. Okay, let's see what are all the dimensions in it. We have the account dimension, then we have a store and location and product and sales manager. So in this demo, as I said, self-service reports with the augmented capability. To be honest, this is something I haven't never seen in any other tools apart from the SAP Analytics Cloud. Let's look into the stories, how we can build this. Yeah. Going to stories. Yeah. Going to a responsive canvas, so I'm going to select classic environment. Okay, go to the edit. Yeah, and click existing model. Then I want to see choose. Yeah. So in this self-service report, we're going to use one of the powerful capability, uh, which is Smart Discovery. Let's run Smart Discovery. So what I'm interested is in the gross margin. Normally, a company's gross margin would be referred in percentages. This is basically by cost of goods, nothing but cost of goods by the total revenue is defining a gross margin. And normally in the gross margin, we would only consider the direct cost. We wouldn't consider any investments or building a plan for production or kind of things, or any other management cost which is incurring for the indirect cost that wouldn't be considered. So what am I interested in the entities? I would say like I'm focusing on for the gross margin is my measure, and I'm interested in the entities like location, product, sales manager, stores. Then I'm going to run this discovery. Uh, in the background, it has got various algorithms to look into the data and bring in the significant KPIs kind of data informations. Looking into that, it's going to give you an analysis of gross margins by each location into a pictorial representation for an user by building its own charts. Let's give a few minutes. There you go. So now if you can see here, the system has done its uh, layout of building its graphs. For example, it has brought in the total ad-hoc analysis by doing the on the data. It brought in the total gross margin. So the company has sold made up a gross margin of 235 million. Then we can see a different sales margins by stores, and what is the minimum sales value, what is the maximum sales value. Those are different things which is being reported here. And again, we can do another smart insight which would bring in different measures of drilling down into more granular level of the maximum value, where we can do a smart insight on it, but I'm not going to do that now. So let me go back into the next report. You can see here a gross margin is being built or by different locations. So you can always go and change your axes, and you can edit your axes on this, give your minimum values and maximum values what you would like to filter. Then you would then again we have a gross margin by comparing it by different years. So these are all very one of the key things which in a business would be required to report for a senior management. Then the next thing, if you look into this, it is also bringing in, based on the data information, what is driving the gross margin. So this is again quite a significant insight for the business to understand what is driving its sales, making a gross margin. The discount is one of the key strong factor based on this data, which is driving this gross margin. And the other bits of the weak information, like sales manager, it doesn't matter X or Y, sales manager does the job as long the job is done. Then we have unexpected values. So in this one, if you see here, we have done an actuals, and this the cube what we have seen, which is getting reported, the underlying cube is a planning cube. So we have actuals as well as the expected planned values, and it is bringing looking into the data information, it brings up a significant difference where we have expected gross margin is about 54,000, and here is about 3 million kind of a thing. It brings in the information by location and products, where we need to understand the impact of the discounts, looking into the gross margin difference between the actual versus expected. That means there is a significant difference between the actual versus the planned values. So business has to jump in and look into the scenarios where this has gone wrong. Then we have simulations. Um, so this is bringing up the strong positives that would drive the gross margin. I hope you enjoyed this demo. Thanks for staying back. Cheers.